You want to know what it is? Let me tell you. You want to know what it is? It's a parasite.
Okay, so no.
Yes, it is. It is a literal living type of thing. It's a parasite inside of its host. It cannot survive outside of its host.
Do you know what a parasite is?
20 weeks. Yes, it is something that survives within
In
something
order
else.
to
It
be a
cannot survive
parasite,
outside of the mother. It can't
in
survive
order to
outside
be
of
a
the host.
parasite, it has to be a different species from the host. And two humans can only reproduce a human.
No.
Yes.
A parasite is a living type of organism that cannot survive outside of its host. A fetus cannot survive. Mother before 20 weeks. I've been saying that the whole fucking time. I've been saying that the whole time.
It cannot be a parasite because it is the same species.
I'll play it again.
You want to know what it is? It's a parasite.
Okay, so no.
Yes, it is. It is a literal living type of thing. It's a parasite inside of its host. It cannot survive outside of its host.
You know what a parasite is?
20 weeks. Yes, it is something that survives within something else.
to
It
be a
cannot survive
parasite-
outside of the mother. It
In
can't
order
survive
to
outside
be
of
a
the host.
parasite, it has to be a different species from the host. And two humans can only reproduce a
No,
human.
babe. No.
Yes.
A parasite is a
Child is
living
a
type
koala.
of organism that cannot survive outside of its host. A fetus cannot survive outside of its mother before 20 weeks. I've been saying that the whole fucking time. I've been saying that the whole time.
It cannot be a parasite because it is the same species as the host. In order to be a parasite, you have to be a different species. No matter how many times I try to reproduce my husband, I can never create any other species.
No.
Besides the human
It is a parasite. Let me tell you.
All right, Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Unto us like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in Hebrew, which means peace. And that wasn't a joke. That was that was real. And this is why, to be honest, if you have children, all you people that got children, they seem to be sharp. They seem to have their head on. Don't send them to college. Don't send them to college. Colleges. This is what comes out of colleges. The utter madness. What that woman just said. She's not a child. I'm not gonna give it. Everybody just like, oh, she don't know what. No, she's a fucking grown ass woman saying the most dumbest shit possible, trying to justify slaughtering an infant. Okay, that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to justify it, demonize what the Most High created a way for men and women to reproduce and bring in life. So show you there's something deeply wrong with these people. For them to actually believe in their fucking mind that that shit that she just said is okay. All right? That's something's wrong with these people. Something deeply wrong. So she said the quiet part out loud, which is crazy to say. Some crazy shit like that. But that's the modern day woman, and that's how she thinks. Sorry, that's a modern day black woman, and that's how she thinks. Her mindset is on murder. Like, it's nothing for her. You know, sit there and you have women in the ancient world that wanted to have children. They knew it was a shameful thing not to have children, and now you having women today that would get rid of a baby. I forgot. I was supposed to do a show on it. I forgot what state it was. I think they said 34 weeks. 34 weeks or something like that. They could abort a child. You know what I'm saying? The child could come out the womb and they'll decide, I don't want this child. If this is not Babylon, if this is not that wicked place, I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say it is. Damn, it's 2 a.m. Somebody's fucking doing donuts. But She's a monster. She's a fucking monster, yo. She sat there and told the world that the child is a fucking parasite. Man, don't have for all you brothers out there, young brothers, you know, you're going through that phase in your life where you want to have, you know, multiple women and all this other shit. Watch who you have children with, bro. Consider every fucking thing. Watch who you have children with. Because you could have a child with a monster like this and see, and when you have a child, they will abort it, no problem. We're dealing with monsters out there, fucking monsters. That's a evil being right there. Okay? She's a piece of shit. And that's a mindset of the majority of women in America. And for all you sisters out there, stay the fuck away from women like that. We're Israelites. You're not supposed to love every fucking body. All right? No matter what these people say, how they try to make you feel, oh, you're supposed to love your neighbor. Nah. You're not supposed to love everybody, yo. Straight up and down. Because you have people that would see life like nothing. But when it comes to them, they want you to give them the fucking world. Get the fuck out of here. She said the child is a parasite. Job 39:11. It says Job 39, and I'll start at 13. Give us thou the goodly wings unto peacocks. And if you know anything about animals, the peacock, the beautiful peacock that we all familiar with, is a male. It's a male bird. I just want to throw that out there. All right, peacocks, the beautiful peacocks and everything like that, those are the males. Birds, when it comes to beautiful birds that stand out, is the men. Even mammals, lions. Lions stick out for why? Because of the size, the mane, and Esau trying to, he did a science experiment on a female lion that had a mane and shit like that. But naturally, the males are the best. It says, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth and warmeth them in the dust. And at least they warm it in the dust. I'll say that much. It says, and forget that the foot may crush them, or the wild beasts may break them. And come to find out, the average woman today is that wild beast that will destroy their eggs. They will destroy their own offspring. Right? Something that took time to grow with them for months. The bitch has no problem getting rid of it. And this society will reward her for that. And what happens to the child, the child's body, becomes a science project. So you give your unborn child for a science project. Oh yeah, as soon as the sperm hits the egg, life is created. As soon as it happens, life is created. So it doesn't. They like to say, oh, a couple of weeks, or this, that, the third is not a living. It's alive. It's not it no more. It's alive. It's in the process of becoming more clearer. The spark of life is when a man's sperm hits the egg. That's when life begins. So all you women out there who's the abortion queens, you're nothing but fucking murderers. You got blood in your hand. And that blood will be rewarded to you. All right? That blood is going to be rewarded to you. Because you took innocent lives. You took your own innocent lives, yo. And your foremothers would be ashamed of you. All right? And it says, and forget that the foot may crush them or the wild beast may break them. She hardened against her young ones. Let me look up the word hardened. The Hebrew word is quashak, quashak, to make hard, treat hardly, treat severely. To sit there, and you gotta understand, to justify that shit, she just the way she did it. If you say it's a parasite, what is known about parasites? Parasites are known for being destructive, and you have no problem killing off a parasite. All right, just the same way you don't have a problem killing off a roach or an ant, fly, something that means to know nothing to anybody. That's how she looked at her child if it was born as a parasite. All right, so she gave it a title before even. So she's justified. She's justified by killing it off. She took her way of finding a way of killing her own seed. How about that? We're dealing with fucking monsters out here. It says to make hard, make stubborn, to treat hardly, treat roughly. And then when they are born, majority of women, they can't stand them. What they do, they see the father. If the father's not there because they kicked the father out, she kept the child because she wanted to keep the father. Right? It's as fucked up as it is, when a man doesn't want a child, they want to keep it. When a man does want the child, she'll get rid of it. We're dealing with monsters out here. Straight up fucking monsters. Heartless fucking monsters. And they say if it does get older, she's going to treat the child terrible because she's just reflecting on the father. And since she couldn't capitalize over the father, she's going to take her anger out on the child. Why? Because now she could groom, especially if it's a boy, she could groom that little boy to be what she wanted the father to be. And she will hold the father, she will hold the child as on ransom, as a ransom. All right. And when the father want to spend time with the child, she'll make it hard for the man. We done seen it all, heard it all. It's still ongoing. All because of what? Because this woman is hard. She hardened herself to her little ones. It says, strong definition. The primitive root to be constitutively make unfeeling, hardened. That, and there you go. That's beautiful. She's unfeeling. She has no feeling towards it. She have no compassion towards that child. This is happening in real life. All right, happens every day. They said that the worst place for a child to be born, is the mother's womb. All right, she's in par of destroying her own kind than anybody else, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear, and that's exactly how they act. You eating a whole bunch of stuff. Heard is you feeding the child, you and the child is getting connected. All right, spiritually, everything. Spiritually connected, physically connected. The child desires to eat something, you feel it. The child feels your pain. You feel the child's pain. All right, you're extra sensitive at that time. Why? Because it's something that passes down to the child. Trauma. When the father and mother have trauma, that passes down to the child. All right, and then when the child is born, you treat the child like shit because you're upset. And the famous line of women Back in the days to this day, they want to live their life. If they have a child, the child's like they act like they can't live a life. You live for your children. You live for the next generation. After that, your children get to a certain age, you have your life for yourself. And women wasn't designed to be living it up. All right? So they fight against it. Hold on. I'm having issues with the mics. I don't think I charged every last one. So the average woman is a fucking monster. All right? She's not she if she has the ability to be in a monster, she has the ability of spirits jumping on her, and because she's all up in her emotions, and she would damage a child. Now I remember growing up and I hearing the story like I just speak on my behalf, how my father didn't like he never hit his children or nothing like that because he didn't have to, right? He never liked any woman beating his children. And it took me a while because I grew up with my mother. And trust, when you grow up with your mother, she's single, she's taking her anger out on you like there's no other. And you don't know where this extra energy is coming from. Like, damn, did I fuck up that bad for to get this ass whipping? But that's another story in itself. But then it made sense. Because why would a man, if he's not there in his child's life or not, why would he not want his child to be disciplined by the mother? Because mothers take it overboard. A mother would do certain things, she'll find anything to beat her child. When the father, all he had to do is raise his voice. So they deliberately took the father out the household, the disciplinary, and get mad and upset when they gotta play both roles, when they decide to play both roles, and they have a functional man out there that's willing to take care of his child. So this whole thing is a guilt trip that women love doing. All right. And like I said, there's a lot of so like I'm gonna do it the old fashioned way because the mics are not working. But yeah, this whole thing is her and her feelings, man. And it says, because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither have imparted to her understanding. So every woman, I don't give a damn if it's your mama, your auntie, your favorite auntie, sister, cousin, whatever. They don't have no sort of wisdom. Their wisdom is their man. This is why women, when certain things happen, it's too hard for them. They panic. They go crazy. They don't logically think. When something comes to a man's table, when it comes to a man, how the man looks at it, he analyzes every situation. So a woman's wisdom is her man. All right, that's something that's not pushed out there because why? We live in an upside down world. It says, what time she have lifted up herself on high, she scorneth the horse and his rider. Hast thou given the horse strength? Woo-wee. And now you know what this is going into. Hast thou clothed his neck with thunder? So, read that again. What time she lift up herself on high, she scorneth the horse and his rider. So, children are what? You gotta discipline children. She was scorning her husband. She was scorning the child. But did she give that child life? No. All right, the Most High gave that child life through the man. So she hates her own child, and she will do whatever it takes to destroy that child because she's in her feelings. Lamentations 4, is it 2 or 3? I can't remember. It says 3. Even a sea monster draw out the breast to give suck to the young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel like the ostrich in the wilderness. And even though the ostrich in the wilderness does what we consider idiotic thing, but nothing is more ferocious and evil as the so-called black woman today. She is truly. She has the title of the. She got the worst title possible, because of the simple fact that reaction right there proves that these women ain't shit. She's trying to justify taking a child's life, right, by demonizing that child. So that way, when she does it, it's like, I got rid of that parasite. Bitch, that's not a parasite. That's a living being. All right? A living being that's going to grow up to be a person. But you know what? It's good that now she's out there in Front Street, and any idiot out there wants to deal with her on that level, and you deserve it. You know? Women are letting it be known how evil they are. And sometimes you just gotta sit back and watch, and let them tell on themselves. You know, it's not about the cute face and the fat asses and the nice tits and everything like that. It's what spirit that they come in. If they come in that type of spirit, it's say Tawadi Yahaba Shmi Al Shai. That's the best way you can say it. It says Sirach 29 and 25 and 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. For the portion of a sinner falleth upon her. So everything that she does surpasses. All right? Bitches have no problem killing their children to sacrifice their children onto different gods. And now, all these college hoes doing that shit, everything is Masonic, demonic. All right? Everything is witchcraft. So they go to college to be an all-mother. They join sororities, and they get pregnant. They what they call that shit again? The college experience, which is just getting fucked all the time. All right. This is why, if you're a man, if you're a father, man, just give your daughter to a righteous man and keep it moving, yo. That's the best. If she go to college, she's fucked, and everybody know. If she joins the military, she's fucked. She will be fucked by everybody. All right. You cannot let these women have too much liberty. If you're a father, keep it real with them. All right, keep it real with them. All right. A lot of you men out there, you're not raising your children right, man. You're not. And then that monster that you just see right there, that's the majority of women of today. People is acting shocked and amazed, like, what's going on? How they become so evil? Because mostly y'all parents, y'all evil. The apple don't fall from the tree. You know? Instead of calling that spirit, you literally harness, making that spirit even more rotten. So yes, a lot of these women are fucking wicked as all hell. They don't give two damns about their children or anything, because that's part of the curses. That's part of Deuteronomy 28th chapter. Damn, I'm just thinking about that. Man, when the scripture says about a sign and a wonder, that is no lie. 2 Ezra 6 and, is it 24 or 20? That's all right. I'm going to go straight to the point. 20. It's not the one. Is it 5? Slaki. It's 5 and 8. Second is 5 and 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft set again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and minstrel women shall bring forth monsters, the YNs, the YBs, young bitches, whores, 304s. As so is the mother, so is the daughter. They are bringing forth their own demise, own rotten pieces of shit. Spoil, rotten. If you have it, you give them whatever the fuck they want. No consequences. Oh, as long as you bring good grades, I'm going to give you what. That doesn't mean that the child's not learning anything. Grades don't mean nothing. As you can clearly see, the educational system is not the best. So if a child comes with the A, which is good, it's a good achievement. If they're not critically thinking, if you're not instilling some sort of righteousness in them, they're fucked. All right? If you just put them in front of the TV all day, they're fucked. You want to just let them play video games all day. They could be house children. There's so much more. All right? You have to cultivate the mind of the child. But now they're bringing forth monstrous children. And that's been going on for a long period of time. I always bring it out to the spirit. Yahweh shot a movie, Idiocy. In the beginning of it, it shows you. If you just put righteousness and wickedness, that's what I was talking about. But it was really talking about stupid people having children. And more stupid people had children, and smart people wasn't having no children. So it's just saying the other way around. Wicked people having children, and results having wicked children. Then you wonder why none of these, for a man, why these girls ain't right in the head. And I'm not even going to entertain the thought how women be thinking like, oh, these men ain't shit. Because when they by their standard, it makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. And they can't even tell you right from wrong, their damn self. So a woman's opinion when it comes to a righteous man, she really don't have nothing to say. Just any man that does the complete opposite that how she think will be considered righteous. Remember, women just have children with guys that because their shoes look good that day, they'll fuck a guy, But they bring forth monsters. Okay, they bring forth monsters, and it's not gonna stop. Esau, his whole thing is trying to deep pop everything. Is not gonna stop. Matter of fact, when all hell breaks loose, more children are gonna be born, and you ain't gonna be able to abort them. You're gonna have to deal with it. All right, and the scripture says she shall be saved by childbearing. So for the righteous sisters out there, if you don't got a man, don't worry. you better be praying. And you better hope and pray that the guy that you got is a man of the Lord. Because this shit is about to go down. So with that being said, real quick through the spirit, shalom to the elected nation of Israel. Shalom.